Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another video review, I suppose. Well, I've been going through my short boxes and my drawers full of comic book issues, or floppies again, because I was looking for some comic books that I could sell. Maybe to save money for some better comics, some collected editions, so I've got even more things to read, right? And I've come up with this comic book that I can't even sell. Like, I can't hurt anybody by giving this. I wouldn't give this away for free. I'm talking about Mr. and Mrs. X from Marvel Comics. I received this comic as a freebie for in a package with some omnibus or some collected edition that I ordered, and the seller just packed this as a little extra. I don't know whether the seller wanted to punish me for something or not, but I really don't know. So I came up this comic and I said to myself, this looks absolutely horrible, I have to read it. Well, it took me like just a couple of minutes to read it, and no. I mean, it is a wedding comic book. A wedding of Gambit and Rogue from the X-Men, right? And there is nothing wrong about wedding comics, like there have been many of them. Just think about Fantastic Four Annual Issue 3, the wedding of Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Think about the wedding of Peter Parker and MJ. Yeah, these were good comics, like the wedding of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman in Fantastic Four Annual number 3. It was a wedding issue, of course, but the real plot really was that Doctor Doom, the arch-villain of Fantastic Four, just wanted to mess the wedding up, right? So he devised, this sort of, I don't want to go into detail and spoil this like 50-year-old comic to you, and he just sent all the various villains from the Marvel universe to just mess up and destroy the battle of these two protagonists, right? And there was a huge battle in which not only the Fantastic Four was involved, but also Thor and Daredevil and Spider-Man, I believe. And it was both a romantic and very human, action-packed comic book, and a fun ride, right? It was very interesting. It was very good written, and now it's a collector's item, right? So I don't know. I haven't checked, but I think that you could get some very good money for it on eBay. Whereas this is boredom. Like, look at this. It's it starts at the in the garden at the Xavier's. Well, they say it's not even Xavier's Institute anymore. They say, where is it? Grounds of the former Xavier Mansion, not long ago. Alright, so we are already deconstructing things at the beginning. There is no more Xavier Mansion, right? Okay, fine. So yeah, they are drinking champagne. Alright. Okay. Look at... Yeah, alright, so the people are preparing for wedding, obviously. So, this is a wedding issue, so this is quite understandable. But just read the dialogue, right? I will read like 2 pages of the dialogue. Look at the first page here. There is Gambit and Ororo. Storm. And Ororo said, "Never thought I would see the day, Remy." And he says, "No faith, eh, Stormy?" Stormy. "I would not say that. You'll stand up there with me." "I would like to see someone try to stop me," says Ororo. "How's this? Perfect, Gabby. Thank you. I fixed these stray hairs. You're welcome. Now there are other characters. Who cares about them? Stop squirming. Where is she? I can't see her. Give her a moment. It is her wedding day after all. Women have things they must do. All right, we know that. I've never seen you this anxious. Would you like me to stab you, give you something to focus on? And that's Laura says it, like, you know, X-23, who actually is Wolverine at this point, I believe. And now, all right, so this was like jibber jabber, boring stuff, says nothing. But now the real fun starts. Now this is being said by Bishop, right here. And he says, I bet Rogue's team isn't talking about stabbing her, and thus I definitely picked the right side. Alright, so they are divided into teams. So one team is helping Rogue, and the other team is helping Gambit to get dressed, or I don't know. I appreciate that, Bishop, I think. Gambit, hey, bling, blah, 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 boring, boring, boring. I wanted to talk about this. This is Ilyana Rasputin. Look at the art. They all look the same. They look as if they were, I can't say that on YouTube. They look as they had some sort of mental disease. I'm sorry. Like inbred, inborn mental disease. They all look like that. I can't say the R word on YouTube anymore. Like Ilyana Rasputin, magic, has always been a beautiful woman. Now look at her. She looks like she has the D syndrome. And here, of course, do not forget, this is, ladies and gentlemen, Iceman and Nightcrawler. Okay, could you just compare them with how Iceman and Nightcrawler looked in the 80s? Oh, Jesus, well, they look exactly the way, what he says, and they have to mention it, like in every single issue they just have to mention it for I don't know what reason. Iceman says it. I just want to go on the record. I'm not on the girl team because I'm gay, but because I don't want to be on Team Gambit. Okay, thank you for the insight, for the interesting information. Thank you for the waste of one entire panel in a comic book. Alright, so they get married. Oh yes, and we've got Mystique who appears, right? And she looks as if she had the D syndrome as well. Both of them look like that, actually. Why does everybody in this book looks like they had the D syndrome? Why? Why? Alright, Mystique has always been a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman in the comics. Now, so yeah, you know, she's like Rogue's mother. But at the same time, one of the arch enemies of the X-Men, until Hickman did the retcon, which was very good actually. So now, now all the mutants are like a nation-state strong people, but there were times. And they were, bad mutants, good mutants, they were enemies. Mystique was always like the enemy of the X-Men, and now girl time, they are talking about motherly stuff and that they will love each other forever, even though they had fought many times before. Alright, so yeah, this is the wedding night and honeymoon, la-di-da-di-da, so they do stuff, la-da-da-da. And they are called by Kitty Pryde, right, because something happens. Oh my god! You have to come because something is happening and we need you to pick up a package. But, you have to board a Shia Empire ship. Right, okay. And beware, some other people might want to pick up, steal the package as well. What's inside the package? We don't know. Alright, fine. Let's go pick up the package because and she says it, Kitty Pryde says it, nobody else has got time to do, to embark on this mission, right? None of the, dozens of X-Men characters from the X-Men universe has got time to pick up the package. So, yeah, we are interrupting you from your honeymoon so you can do that. Alright. So they encounter some villains that want to usurp the package as well. And they look at them, they look dangerous. My grandma would defeat them with her stick. Alright, fine. Cool. So they fight. By the way, where's Gambit's coat? His signature coat that made him Gambit. Alright, so they got rid of it. It's like with Superman's underwear, right? Well, luckily he's got them back. He's got it back now. Right, la da 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 da. Rogue gets sucked into the like open space, but thanks to her powers she survives, and she wakes up looking even more Down syndrome-y than. Look at that! This is absolutely horrible. Like this is awful. And she and there's Deadpool, like lying beside her with an egg in his hand, and he says, "That's terrible pillow talk, Rogue," because she said, "Remy, what happened?" Oh, and the humor, right? "Remy, what happened? Where? That's terrible pillow talk, Rogue. Also, this crystal thing broke, and there's a weird egg inside. Call me crazy. I don't know what kind of a kid is inside. Maybe a cool dinosaur kid. But what say we run away together and raise it as our own?" Oh, Deadpool, you are so witty as usual. But by the way, this drawing looks horrible. This looks nothing like Deadpool. And if it's a decent Deadpool. And that's the end of the issue. Oh, what a cliffhanger! They found an egg. And there was Deadpool! Everybody loves Deadpool. And what I love the most about this is the afterword of the Kelly Thompson writer that wrote it. And especially, where is it? Where is it? Come on. Yeah. This paragraph. So she, writes about her writing the comic book and being all excited about that. And she says, "I know comics are not always friendly to marriage." Wrong. But comics are not. Modern stupid people are. But when you're as hot as Rogue... Really? Okay. And Gambit... Okay. With that much chemistry and so many built-in problems, I feel like there's no fear they'll be boring anytime soon. Plus, Deadpool is already here to make things extra complicated, so I think we're covered. Now, I checked. This series was cancelled after 12 issues. I rest my case. I don't have to talk about that anymore, any longer. This was supposed to be an ongoing series. It got cancelled. And I think that just after this, the amazing and wonderful Jonathan Hickman came and saved the X-Men universe for a little bit before some other people got involved again and made Wolverine smell flowers for an entire issue and made them get involved in a possible weird three-way between Wolverine, Cyclops and Jean Grey. I mean, no. Don't read Mr. and Mrs. X. I rest my case. So what do you think, my friends? Have you read Mr. and Mrs. X? I hope not. Express your opinion in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to dislike this video if you don't like it, and there will be many dislikes. Or like this video if you like it, and subscribe to this unimportant channel of an unimportant geek talking about unimportant things. And follow me on Instagram, I'll put the link in the description down below. See, this drained, tired person, this is what modern Marvel comic books do to people. Bye.